Native American or not. You know, he calls her Pocahontas.
It's just so hysterical. He doesn't believe her?
No, I don't think he does.
Why, does she have to wear a hat with feathers?
Well, I don't know.
It's no more ridiculous than anything else. But
should she take the challenge?
No, I think she should ignore it because it's more distraction. Everything is distraction from what's really going on. So, I mean, it's entertaining, but you have to view it for what it is. Yeah, it's a distraction. It's true. Anyway, that's not funny, but what can I tell you? No one's paying me. So.
Now, how about Trump calling
all these people
the Statue of Liberty
everything
climber?
I say?
Yes.
And here I am on a full meal, even though I'm wearing black.
I love your shirt.
Thank you. Well, you know, the predators have to stick together. Anyway, I'm here, so.
Hey, what's the weirdest story you've seen on Dateline that you can remember?
Well, you know, I haven't actually watched it. I keep looking for my story, but it's not.
It's always murders and bad things.
That's right. It's people who were lured in, right?
Yeah, you've had a lot of good teachers over the years.
Thank you.
Maybe the story is probably Elizabeth Warren saying she's a visit.
That would be it.
Hey Bruce, what do you think about Trump calling the Statue of Liberty climber, protesting over the immigration policies? He called the climber a clown.
Hello, Potts. This is Kettle. What can you say?
Nice.
You know, I mean, he's a protester. That's the American way. It's sad that the president doesn't recognize that. But on the other hand, he thinks he sold more tickets than Elton John.
So Bruce, Roseanne is apparently, she's claiming she's getting other TV offers, like a few offers. Should Roseanne be given a second chance after the whole race?
That's why there's a Gong Show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like a second chance after all that.
Should people forgive her, or what do you think?
I suppose some people can forgive her. I mean, I don't think that she does this because she's in a happy place. I think maybe she should take a rest and then come back later on. After, when it's all kind of blown over. I'll be curious to see how the Connors do without her.
Yeah. Do you think it can make it without the main person in the show?
I don't know. I mean, could you do Seinfeld without Jerry?
Wow, that's a good point.
So it was so built around her. I'll be curious to see. I mean, I wish them well. They're all great actors, and it's all fun and all that. So they have to find a new center for the show. I mean, it's like they tried. Phyllis was without Mary Tyler Moore, and none of those things worked as well as they did when they had the lead at the center. So I don't know. As we say at Forest Lawn, remains to be seen.
So,
see what I did there?
Yes. Yeah. do you think that people are too unforgiving about these? She had the one racist tweet. Do you think society's getting too unforgiving? Like all of a sudden her career is just like bam in the trash.
I think it wasn't the one thing that did it. There was a pattern. I mean, she'd set herself up as a Trumper, so people were unhappy with her to begin with. But they always loved the show. The show was always what it was about. Her other things were not as successful as the show. So I think they were annoyed that she was bringing the show down in a way. But it wasn't that one thing. I mean, I think that it was a series of stuff that led. The one thing was the trigger that it was just too far, a bridge too far. So.
Do you think people are oversensitive about everything?
Oh, everybody is terribly sensitive about everything. Yeah. And it's easy for me to say that, but if you touch on something I'm interested in and I'm sensitive about, then I'll go crazy. But we're all like that kind of. But yeah, I think that we live in an era where everybody is outraged. I mean, there's a daily outrage about something, but I think it's fueled by social media. When we didn't have social media, when people weren't allowed to sit in their mother's basements and make pronouncements and be outraged by things on an hourly basis, the world was a different place.
Hey, you know what it did teach all of us, though?
It's what?
You know what it did teach all of us, though? Was that Valerie Jarrett was black. None of us knew.
We didn't know that.
How were we supposed to know?
I understand. And Valerie Harper, too, but nobody knows that. We're keeping it a deep, dark secret. That's the real deal.
Yeah.
Hey, do you
Thank
think the
you.
Connors should remain kind of leaning towards the right, or should they change it up?
I don't think they do lean toward her. She leaned towards the right. Everybody else seemed to be on the left. And one of the things I loved about the reboot was that they made that very clear. She was the only one who had that opinion. Everybody else, it was like a lot of people's Thanksgiving dinners, where there's one person who is on one side and the family's on the other side. And I mean, I thought that was what made it. That's why it was so resonant. That's why people kept watching it. And now that will be removed, and I don't know how they're going to replace it.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll say, we'll find out,
Yeah.
because it'll be back.
Thank
Now, would
you.
you be on the Connors?
In a minute, are you kidding? Baby, I would absolutely. I'd knock off John Goodman, but nobody would buy it. Well, now that I don't have to sleep with Roseanne, maybe they would buy it, but because I use a sleep apnea mask just like him, so it could be, I could step right in, but I could probably step in for one of the mothers too. So there you go.
Nice. Well, thank you,
Anyway.
Bruce.
Thank you for your
Have a good
time.
night.